Today's video is brought to us by Skillshare. More on them at the end of the video. In today's video, I'm sharing 2 days of intermittent fasting, what I eat in a day, holiday edition. Hello everyone, Jennifer L. Scott here, and welcome back to The Daily Connoisseur. I do the 16-8 method of intermittent fasting, which means that I fast for 16 hours and I have an 8-hour eating window. Intermittent fasting is not about what you eat, but it is about when you eat. It's about the timing. So in these videos, I do show you the variety of foods that I eat, but I'm not a nutritionist and I'm not telling you to do any of this. This is for entertainment purposes only. Today's video shows 2 different days of intermittent fasting. And this is a holiday edition, so you're going to see a few heavier meals. You're going to see my tea time is a bit decadent, but how I balance it with more healing digestive teas. It's important to note that every day I have my first coffee at 7 a.m. Usually I have my breakfast at around 9. I do add cream to my coffee now that I'm no longer interested in losing weight. I'm stabilizing everything, so I do add cream to my coffee. All right, having said all that, let's jump into day 1. Good morning, everyone. It is the day after Thanksgiving, and I'm having breakfast outside with the birds because it is a beautiful day today, bright and sunny and crisp, and winter feels like it's on its way, but it's still nice enough to be outside. So today I'm having one of my favorite breakfasts of late, which is cottage cheese with some blueberries, and then on top I have flax seeds, chia seeds, and what's left of my walnuts. I only had a few crumbs at the bottom of the bag, so I need to get a few more. So I've really been loving this breakfast, and you know I cling to my breakfast. I tend to just have the same thing until I get tired of it and I move on to something new. It's kind of strange, but this is a nice light breakfast after yesterday's heavy meal, because yesterday was Thanksgiving. So you know what I'm having for lunch? Leftovers, but we're not there yet. So anyway, I'm having that, and then the rest of my morning coffee. This is the Daily Connoisseur merch, which I will link down below, but how cute is this design? I had this designed for all of you by an artist. So that's the leftover of my coffee. I had my first coffee at 7 in the morning, and right now it's just after 9. So I just did a top up there. Okay, that is for breakfast, and I will see you at lunch. Hello everyone, it's just after noon, and as predicted, I'm having Thanksgiving leftovers, which never look as good, you know, the next day as they do the day of. Today I'm having turkey, there's gravy on that, and then I have stuffing, mashed potatoes. This is corn casserole, which is a recipe that my grandfather always made at Thanksgiving, and we carry on that tradition. And then some sweet potatoes. They're kind of like candied sweet potatoes. And of course some cranberry sauce. You know what I'm really longing for with this? Creamed spinach. Oh, I've got such a creamed spinach craving. I wish it was on my plate, but we don't have any. And we ate all the greens yesterday, so I really need to make up for that in dinner tonight. But this is going to be lunch, and I will thoroughly enjoy it. And that's what we're having today. And I will see you at tea time. It's just after 2 p.m. and I'm having tea time. So today I'm having some leftover apple pie, and this is leftover from Thanksgiving. So I feel like I had the Thanksgiving leftovers and I am now done with the Spode Woodland for the year. So I moved on to Spode Christmas. So yes, I'm moving on now to the Christmas china, and that was my last homage to fall with the Spode Woodland. So I'm having some leftover apple pie, and then I really want a light tea because I've just been eating really heavy foods, obviously, the past few days. So this is the ginger digestion elixir, and it's from Peak. You know I love their hibiscus tea, their Earl Grey. It's really great. And so this is the little packet that it comes in, and it's super good. It has ginger, mint, licorice root, lemon peel, orange peel. It's all organic, and that's it. It's caffeine free. So this is a nice digestion tea, and let me tell you, I need it. There's just a lot of rich and heavy foods that I'm not used to having. I want to show you the book that I'm reading. This is Women Who Run with the Wolves, and it dominated the New York Times bestseller list in the early 90s. And someone left a comment on the channel, and you reminded me of this book and how I always wanted to read it. So I'm reading it now. You could see my Sherlock Holmes bookmark here. So if you've read this book, let me know. But anyway, I love this audience because you're always recommending things for me to read. So I really always appreciate when you do that. All right, I'm going to enjoy this very delectable tea time. See you at dinner. Hello everyone, it's 5 o'clock and it's time for dinner. Now, I wanted something very light because it's just been 2 days of very heavy eating. And so I'm having some miso glazed black cod on top of spinach, sauteed spinach, and that's it. Normally with this meal I would have white rice or brown rice with this, but I don't want any grains. I just simply desire something very light and just protein and vegetables really. So I do have a recipe to make miso glazed black cod, but I didn't make this. This is from Costco. They have them frozen and you just pop them in the oven. It's super easy on days like this where I feel like I'm on holiday mode and I don't want to cook. So, and of course sauteing spinach is so easy. So this is very quick and easy to put together. So after this, I will not be eating anything more tonight. That's when my eating window closes after dinner, you know, around 5:15, 5:20, whenever I finish this. And then I will not have anything again until tomorrow morning at around 9 a.m. food-wise. I will have a coffee with some heavy cream at around 7 a.m. And that concludes the eating for today. So I hope that you enjoyed day 1, and I will see you for day 2. Good morning, everyone. It's day 2, and for breakfast today, I'm having poached eggs on avocado toast. And this is something that I've been adding to my regular poached eggs on toast, but I saw this on YouTube, and I thought, what a good idea to add avocado to that. Okay, so I have the camera set up here because I wanted to show you the perfection of my poached egg. Basically, I've told you with my poached eggs, look at that. I mean, if it's a little runny for you, then what you do is you put it a little bit longer, but this is basically 3 minutes exactly in boiling water. So I love poached eggs on toast, one of my favorites. And so the avocado is smashed on the toast. I have salt, everything but the bagel seasoning. And then on the egg itself, I just have salt and pepper. And I have a little side of blueberries too. So this looks so good to me. And then I topped up my coffee from earlier today, and I'm also having some water. So this is breakfast, and it's just after 9 a.m. Hi everyone, it's just past noon, and I'm so excited for this lunch. So today we are having butter chicken over rice, and I have garlic naan with melted butter on the top. And then do you remember my creamed spinach craving from last time? Well, when I have a craving like that, I have to fulfill it. Otherwise, I just can't move on with my life. So I made creamed spinach from scratch, and it's so easy. Honestly, I think people overcomplicate creamed spinach, but basically it's bechamel and then steamed spinach, and you mix it all together. That's how I do it anyway. I feel like it's a very French way to do it, but I don't put too much in it other than that, some salt and pepper. So that is what we are having for lunch today. It's quite a hefty portion, I would say this is, but I'm really looking forward to this. And then of course, just having water to drink. And you know I love Indian food. I love Sri Lankan food. Those are some of my favorite types of cuisines. So I'm really looking forward to this. And that's what's for lunch today. And I will see you at tea time. Hello everyone, it's tea time. And I'm just laughing because we made some homemade fudge last night, but we had to improvise the recipe because I didn't have sweetened condensed milk. So we used evaporated milk and sugar and butter, but the consistency is not how we usually get it with our homemade fudge. So I'm laughing because this looks so bad. This is homemade fudge, but it lost its shape. So we put them in candy molds, which normally works for us, but again, the recipe was altered. So, but I have tasted it already and it's really good. It just doesn't look very good. I really won't say what that looks like, but anyway, I'm having fudge, homemade fudge for tea time. And then again, I am having the ginger elixir tea. Same one I had last time, I think. That's from Peak Tea. I'll leave it down below. I just have been enjoying counteracting the decadent holiday food, like homemade fudge, Thanksgiving pie, that type of thing, with a digestive tea, a very clean tea. But the thing is with this one, it's very spicy from the ginger. So if you don't like that type of tea with a kick, I wouldn't go for that one. The other one they have that's really good is the hibiscus one. That's very mild, but anyway, I do enjoy this though. So I'm having my tea with my fudge. That's supposed to be a heart, and that is supposed to be a flower. So Yes, didn't quite work out that way. I'm still reading Women Who Run with the Wolves. This book is kind of blowing my mind. Good ways and bad ways it is. But if you read this, I always want to say this with the books I recommend. Don't come for me, because sometimes people read something and then it doesn't agree with their worldview or their philosophy, and then they complain to me about it. So I am just the messenger. I'm reading this and it's very interesting. She's going through myths and legends and stories and relating them to, it's so hard to explain, but the wild woman archetype. It's really interesting. So if you've read this, let us know in the comments down below, but I am thoroughly enjoying it and I can't wait to dive in for tea time. So that is tea time today, and I will see you at dinner. Hi everyone, this is my plate for dinner. Tonight we are having spinach and cheese quesadillas with guacamole, homemade guacamole, and some corn on the cob. So I know it seems like I've had a lot of spinach because basically I've had it in every meal except breakfast, I think, for both of the days I shot this week. But I bought a gigantic bag of spinach and I was trying to work through it. So spinach is my favorite vegetable, so I love it. But I try to find creative ways to incorporate it. So these are those raw tortillas that you cook on the stove. So it's cheese and spinach, guacamole and corn, and so it's very light. That concludes my dinner for today. It's important to note that I had about 3/4 of the lunch because that was a lot of food. And then at tea time, I had one extra fudge piece. So I went and I got a third one. So just needed to update you on those developments. So this is what is for dinner today, and that concludes the meals. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much to Skillshare for bringing it to us. Skillshare is an online learning community where millions come together to take the next step in their creative journey. They have classes on everything from illustration, filmmaking, design, writing, and did you know they also offer cooking classes? I'm looking at this class called Creative Cooking, Simple Sauces to Elevate Every Meal, which is actually taught by superstar Khalees. I was so surprised to see her here. Her guava vinaigrette looks so good, the type of sauce you could put on anything. So you could use Skillshare to improve your cooking skills. Skillshare has no ads and they are always launching new premium classes. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click on the link below will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Thank you to Skillshare for bringing us this video. And if you're doing intermittent fasting, I would love to know how it's going for you. Let us know in the comment section down below. In the meantime, keep calm and remain classy and enjoy the holiday season. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.